We're at Hollywood Forever, Los Angeles. A lot of traffic going on. This is one of the most star-studded cemeteries that you'll ever find. I'm gonna take you around today with me, kind of a daily vlog style. I don't normally do stuff like this. I'm gonna take you around with me today and show you some of my daily activities, how I make videos. Maybe not everything, but I'm gonna show you some of the spots I'm gonna visit today. And I hope y'all enjoy this. Y'all stick around. Here at Hollywood Forever, they have a flower and gift shop where you can go in and purchase stuff. Just put on graves. Little courtyard area here. Really what made me stop was these plants. Check these things out. They have a whole now we're leaving the gift shop that was right there. We're gonna go ahead and walk around. Ooh, there's a peacock. So just so you know, this cemetery has a whole cat section, and there's peacocks that just roam around. There's a squirrel. I guess the peacocks don't mind the squirrels, and the squirrels don't mind the peacocks, I guess. There are some large squirrels here. Hello. What's that about? Is that attack mode or something? Doesn't look very friendly, does it? All right, I'm sure you want some food, probably. People probably feed you quite a bit. I don't have anything. I know I'm big. I know like I should have food. And as I'm getting in my car, here comes another peacock walking up on me. And I don't care for wild animals. He'd think he sees the big man too. I must have popcorn or something, he thinks. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get on over to our first star grave of the day. And this lady needs no introduction. She began working in New York as an actor, and her claim to fame was Sophia Petrillo. That's right, Estelle Getty is who we're gonna go see today. And I've personally stood here for a few minutes just checking out her grave. There's a tree right here beside me. I've sat here by this tree for a few minutes just kind of soaking it in. I actually turned the Golden Girls episode on YouTube for a second and watched a little bit. And I couldn't leave here without saying, picture it. We're in Hollywood Forever, 2025, doing a video documentary on one of my most favorite actresses of all time. On to the next one. Now that right there is where we just came from. That's Estelle Getty's grave behind the shrub. If you come just right across the street here, you're gonna see right on the curb here, Mel Blanc's grave. Now if you don't know who Mel Blanc is, you definitely know his voice. Now Mel Blanc truly was the man of 1,000 voices. Of course, he, beloved husband and father, 1908 to 1989. In 1937, Mel joined the Warner Brothers Cartoon Company. And he went on to perform many voices that we all know as household voices. Recognize them on the spot, such as Bugs Bunny, Porky the Pig, Daffy Duck, Froghorn Leghorn, Sylvester the Cat, Speedy Gonzales, Wile E. Coyote, Barney Rubble from the Flintstones, Yosemite Sam, Pepe Le Pew, and many, 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 many more. And he went down in history as kind of being the very first voice actor to ever receive on-screen credit for voicing over. And this is kind of the, what I would consider to be kind of the masterpiece of Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Sylvan Lake. Just a little small body of water here in the center of the cemetery. And it really puts that Hollywood feel onto it. When you come to Hollywood and you want to experience the Hollywood experience, this is the cemetery that you come to. All right, as we're headed over to a couple of these graves I want to show y'all. Today I'm just showing you stuff that I personally want to see, some of my more favorite stuff. There's a lot of noise out here. I've got my microphone turned. Hopefully it's as minimal as possible. I'm just taking you on like a personal tour, that things that I want to see today that are here. We're not going to do all of them, but just some things. So with that, we're going to make our way down to the edge of the water here, looking at the beautiful lake. I'm going to tell you about our next grave I'm going to show you. He was born in 1936, died in 2018, and he was an American actor, most famous during the 70s and the 80s. He became well known in his early days. I've actually never seen him on the show, but he was in Gunsmoke. He was on Hawk in 1966. We're talking about the one and only Smokey and the Bandit, Lewis Medlock in Deliverance, 1972. Burt Reynolds. I'm going to turn this camera around. Burt is buried here. A lot of people want to claim that Burt's not buried here. The fact is, 2 years after Burt passed away in 2018, he was cremated and brought right here and buried. So when you're finishing up with Mr. Reynolds here, Lord, I just saw the lipstick on this thing. Ladies, you got to do better. Look at all this. Burt, look at him grinning. Grinning like a possum. As soon as you turn back to Lake Sylvan, you're going to look over here to your left and you're going to see a grave right there by that tree. We're going to walk over there. As we walk up, I'm going to tell you that he was born in 1952, and in 1981, he created the Pee Wee Herman Show. And yes, this is the grave of one Mr. Pee Wee Herman. August 27th, 1952, July the 30th, 2023. And people love this man, as you can see. I've been here 2 or 3 times, and every time I come here, the grave is covered up with memorabilia from fans. I know you are, but what am I? Infinity. Francis. Now, there was a special that came on recently that Paul Reubens had been filming for years. I believe it was on Netflix, possibly. But he was diagnosed years ago, I think 6 years before his death, with leukemia and lung cancer. Now, he would go on to write an apology to his fans, which he didn't know any of us anything, but he did. And he said to please accept my apology for not going public with what I've been facing for the last 6 years. I have always felt a huge amount of love and respect from friends, fans, and supporters. I have loved you all so much and enjoyed making art for you. He was cremated, and his remains are here. I tell you, y'all don't see the retakes and all the reshoots that I do, but the things that I come here for passion and do, I have a hard time getting through it emotionally. My voice cracks. Man, it's one of them kind of guys. It's not for clicks. It's not for views. It's not for money off YouTube. This stuff is for passion. I really enjoy it. This is the last video. This is the last grave, rather, we're going to do here at the beautiful lake. Lots more videos coming from this lake. I don't want to be a grave guy, right? It's not what I want to do, but I want to litter in some stuff here and there, toss some in, little nuggets for y'all just to have more stuff to watch. But we're not leaving here yet. We're going to go ahead and get one more grave I want to do if I can find it. I felt kind of fitting giving one of the previous graves we've just done. So I'm going to go look for it. And if you weren't aware, here at Hollywood Forever, there's lots of wildlife. They have a cat sanctuary over here. I like cats. These cats don't seem to like me. They just walk off. Don't even listen. But there's squirrels. They have cat boxes. And the squirrels are playing in the cat boxes. Look at that. But I'm only seeing one cat right now. I've been here before, and there's quite a few of them. Come here. Come here. They're skittish. They don't like coming around too much. Oh, there's one back there. I see him looking at me. There's another kitty. So I've kind of been told what to expect out here. Wow. Look at the view. There's downtown LA looking over. So we're on the 5th floor of this building here looking over Hollywood Forever. You can see the Hollywood sign up there on the side of the hill. I believe that's Griffith Observatory. Let me zoom in a little bit. I believe that in the middle of your screen up on top of that hill is Griffith. And then, of course, the Hollywood sign. But there is only one building up here. And the lady that's up here, she needs no introduction. So we're just going to walk and find her together here in a second. Like I say, we're on the 5th floor of the Gower Court Mausoleum. And this lady was born in 1945, August the 5th, passed away August the 3rd of 2025. Her most famous role, I'm gonna let y'all enjoy this view of Los Angeles while I talk to you. Her famous role was as the character Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati, which ran from 1978 to 1982, I believe. She was in a couple small films, had a small role, but she starred with Steve McQueen in 1966 and Nevada Smith. And then, of course, one of her biggest claims to fame was that she was honored to be married to the one and only Smokey and the Bandit, Burt Reynolds. She's buried in here. There's her grave right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the one and only Miss Loni Anderson. And she's the only person buried up here. Look at this. Check that out. She is the only person buried up here. There's like 60 graves, or 60, I don't know what you call these, crypts, mausoleums, I don't know, I'm sorry. There's 60 vacancies up here. She's the only person. There is another room over here, which I'm sure is going to end up being eventually full, I would think. But you talk about an amazing setup. Y'all check this out. There's LA right there with Loni. All right now, folks, for 2 days I've been coming by the intersection here at Vine Street in Santa Monica. And they have breakfast burritos here, and it's time for Big Bake to partake in some lunch. It's about noon. Spent a few hours at the cemetery putting this video together for y'all, and let's go over here and see what they've got. These guys have quite the operation here. Two things that's fixing to happen. I'm fixing to regret the hell out of this, or I'm really going to enjoy it. It was like 13 bucks, I think. I don't really know what I ordered. I know it's a burrito. The language barrier is pretty, I don't know Spanish, let's put it that way. I'll bring y'all back here in a second when I get it. And they didn't have any drinks, and I got a feeling with the looks of the stuff they have there, I better have something to wash down these spices. We're just gonna have lunch here, right here in the back of the car is what we're gonna do. Right on the corner of Vine and Santa Monica. There's a Jack's across the street. I had Jack's for dinner last night. I love their little mini tacos, the deep fried ones anyways. This is what we're dealing with, folks. Smart water. Got a little dessert. Baked coconut macaroon candy. It's really kind of soft. I believe it's pressed coconut. And this gargantuan. That's my hand all the way around it, folks. This thing is big and hot. God have mercy, it's hot. So this is what we're dealing with, folks. This thing is as big around as a softball. Oh. Okay, so the eggs, potatoes, beef. This is charcoal grilled steak. Oh. No regrets so far. Look in there, folks. Oh. I'll probably only be able to eat half of this, if that. I'm in LA, folks. From Alabama. You reckon they know I'm not a local out here eating in the back of a car? All right, folks. I ate about half of that burrito, maybe a third. It wasn't half, probably a third of it. I'm gonna go in for maybe 2 bites of this. Oh. The bus is stopping. I didn't know this was a bus stop. This is good. At first, it was very, very sweet first. It's kind of died off some. All right. That's it for that. A little water to wet the old whistle. All right, folks. Thank y'all for joining me for lunch today. Got a box truck pulling up. There's a lot of traffic right here. Vine and Santa Monica must be a happening little spot. Food review. I give that burrito, steak burrito, had pinto beans in it, had eggs. They're changing oil over here. Had eggs in it, pinto beans, grilled steak off the charcoal grill. I'm gonna say 4.5 out of 5. It was phenomenal. And it was $13 is what it cost. A bargain. That's two meals easily. Even for a big guy like me, that was 2 meals. I ate about a third of it. Loved every bit of it. Had my little macaroon cake, a couple bites of that, bottle of water. I've got to finish up today. I've got a long way to go. Thank y'all so much for coming and watching the video today. This format's different. I know it's different than what I normally do, but I'm trying to get more content, and these videos are easier to make. Less editing. Thank y'all so much. From Los Angeles, California, I'm Big Bake. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch y'all on the next one.